Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a interesting video is to compare the weight select version and plate loaded version leg extension leg curl machine. Which one should you get for your home gym? Should you get the budget friendly plate loaded or a high-end commercial grade leg extension leg curl for your home gym? Because it's not a cheap equipment to buy. For a lot of people, they're on budget. Their only option is to get a plate loaded version. But today I might make you spend a little more money to get a waist step version. But there's definitely pros and cons between each one. So today I'm gonna help you to decide which one is the best one for your home gym. So let's talk about the most important thing between these two is the price. That's gonna be the one major thing about the machine is how much this costs compared to that one. This is going to be around 300 to 600, depends on what company you go with. And same thing for that. You think you're gonna spend around 2,000 to 5,000, depends on what company you go with. So price is gonna be something to consider, because it's gonna be buy once, cry once equipment if you're gonna spend on waist that version, compared to you just want to start your home gym. You could get the plate loader first, then over time you like me upgrade it to the waist stack. So this is good. It's like beginner home gym equipment, I would say. This is like a lot of people start with this because of how cheap it is and how good it is for the price. So the price is gonna be a big thing for you. But if you have money, I would just buy this to start with, because it's not fun to move or sell equipment. So the price is gonna be a big thing. And talking about price, because this is so cheap, the quality between these two are night and day difference. You see how much piece on this, how everything is, the leather. When you just go to a commercial gym and touch this, like each leather, you will feel the difference. Like everything just look high quality on this compared to that. It's just home gym quality. If you ever have a home gym stuff, you know how much different it is. This works for a home gym for 1 to 2 people use, but this gonna last lifetime. I'm guaranteed that it's gonna last lifetime, because this is designed to be a commercial gym or a studio that gonna have like thousands of people using it. So this gonna outlast you if you have it in the home gym. So the quality difference are a major thing you have to think about. And talking about quality, because how much stuff like designs of it, this is going to be a lot lighter compared to that. And this is plate loaded, so you can move this around so much easier. And it has wheel behind it. It sucks, just let you know, it sucks. It's not that easy to move around, even though it has wheel. It's gonna be much nicer to just pick up the whole machine and move around than using this wheel. So but it's a lot easier to move this than the waist stack version, because I basically have to disassemble half the machine and take out the waist stack, because this waist stack for some reason is hard to remove. You have to remove this, and like 6 bolts up here and 2 more bolts down there. So it's a lot of work to move stuff around. So if you're the person that always moves stuff around, I highly recommend start with a plate loader first. Then you have the general idea where the machine gonna be, then buy a waist stack version. But if you already have an idea how your gym gonna look, I don't mind you start with a waist diversion. So yeah, that's one thing you need to know. I forgot to mention that because this is so lightweight, if you don't put any weight on the back, this machine will start move around. Like, it's so light in the back, and because you got the weight horn going forward, your machine will actually start moving around. So that's another thing you have to think about. If you have a plate loaded leg extension leg curl, you have to leave some weight on the back. So if you had extra weight, you have to leave it there. If you don't, it's gonna be a problem. You have to spend another, I don't know, 245-pound plate on the back, or you have to find some way to hold down this machine. You can't really just bolt it onto something, because there's no bolt hold. Like some of the Titan equipment like this, you could bolt it on. So it's another thing you have to consider. So yeah. Second is the resist curve. Because this is plate loaded, when this weight horn, let me just show you, and we'll move this plate real quick, and this is a stop. So whenever this horn is on the bottom, it's the lightest. You won't feel any weight on the bottom. And when you start doing leg extension, when the weight go up, the weight you feel is gonna be heavier. Whenever this horn are 90 degree to this horn, when you go past this, it will get lighter and lighter. So the resist curve on this isn't the best. So if you are those person that really care about resist curve, you have to get a waist diversion. Waist diversion, you will feel constant tension. Doesn't matter where the movement is, you will always feel that weight no matter what. And because it has counterbalance right here, the movement is extremely smooth. This is really the best, or the smoothest leg extension leg curl I ever used. So the resist curve between these two is another major thing you have to consider. And talking about the weight, how much easier for that to change from leg extension to leg curl than this one. This you have to weight. I already take the weight off, so that's another few minutes I saved. So you have to remove this and remove this, move this horn back, and you have to slide this thing in. And oh my god, this is hard to do with one hand, but you have to slide this thing back in there. I'm not gonna put it back. So that's like 10 seconds, and you have to pop this and go back up. Then you could do leg curl. So roughly 15 seconds. You have to take the weight off too. So 15 seconds for this machine to from leg extension to leg curl, or leg curl to a leg extension. I usually just leave this thing off. So this is gonna be a lot easier. But for people who have like leg injury or quad, they have surgery on the quads, they don't want that full stretch because it might tear the muscle even more, but they still want to train their leg. The best thing is to put that thing on so it won't go too far back. So that's one thing. And for the waist diversion, at least for the commercial ones, it's extremely easy to change. Let me just show you. Right now I have it on the leg curl on the highest setting at the full. I like to sit the seat farther so I could have the full stretch. And you see leg curl. You see, extremely smooth. I love this for the leg curl. Yeah. Then if I want to do leg extension, first I'll pop it all the way up like this. Oh shit. Pop up here. all the way up. Then move my leg, just like this. I like to go all the way down too, so I could get a full stretch. Only downside for me, for this one at least, is the counterbalance block the number so you can't see it. That's one thing. So I'm done. This is leg extensions. How fast I could do it. Extremely smooth. So this is much easier for to change between leg extension, leg curl, and you don't have to remove any plate to change it. So it saves a lot of time and energy for me to do leg extension to leg curl or leg curl to leg extension. So if you don't want to do this constantly changing around, the waist diversion is going to be a lot nicer. So yeah, talking about weight, you could get something like this called drop set pants. It's specific. It's made for waist stack. So when you could do weight drop set on this, or you could use this on any waist stack. So you want to have this pen on the lights where you want to be. Then you use this. Oops, sorry, that might be loud. But you want to, I think it's hard to do with one hand. Then you want to use the weight, the heaviest weight you want to put that thing in. And this one on the lightest one you want to use. You could use two if you want to use one. Doesn't matter which one. So you want to start the weight. When you go up, this thing pop out. So when you can't do it anymore, you just lower the weight. Then you pop out. Then you do another one. So this is nice to do drop set. This is nice to do drop set. If you have a waist stack, you could use this on any machine. I use this on chest press or the lat pull down. So you can't really use this on the plate loading machine. So there's one thing you need to know. For you to do drop set on this for the plate loaded, you had to get up, get out the machine, grab a different plate and put it back on and clamp it if you want to clamp it, because this had a chance for the plate to slide out and drop on the ground and damage your floor or crack the plate. So that's one thing. So I think that's the major difference between these two, is how easy it is for waist diversion. That's for most of the machine. Waist diversion are a lot easier and time saving than something like a plate loader. It's not really designed for you to save time. It's designed for you to save money. If you're on budget and you have a small home gym, this is best for those people. And if you planning to have or become a personal trainer or have a small home gym but a lot of people are going to use it, this is going to be a lot nicer, because you go save a lot of time and repair, because this is going to be lasting forever. So I hope this video helped you to pick the right leg extension, leg curl machine for your home gym. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, there's two more leg extension, leg curl machine you could get. One is the attachment for your bench and attachment for your rack, but I don't like those. Like I say in the previous video before, I don't like attachments, so that's why I don't have it in my home gym. I'd rather have a machine, a dedicated machine like this, than an attachment, because whenever you do a bench press or a squat, whatever, you have to remove the attachment on the rack. Well, for the benches it's much easier, but I have the space, I have the money, I'd rather have this. then attachment on the rack and the bench. And usually those are not cheap either. Those are almost at the price like the actual machine like this. So I'd rather spend a little extra on the machine than attachment. So yeah, this is my opinion on the plate loaded version and the waist stack version of the leg extension leg curl machine. Which one I recommend for people? I always recommend people getting the waist stack version of anything, or not, maybe not the leg press, because that's going to take up too much space and stuff. But for stuff like plate loaded waist stack leg extension leg curl, or waist stack chest press, waist stack dip, whatever, I always recommend people getting the waist stack version because how smooth it is and time saving. But it's just a little expensive. But for people that has limited space and money, this works completely fine. It works great. It served me for 2 years. The only reason I want to get rid of this is because I got that one. So I'll make sure this go to a good home that getting good use. This is one of my second piece I got from my home gym. So a lot of memories of this, but I don't need 2 leg extension leg curl, so this is gonna be gone soon. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I would love to answer your questions. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.